Okay, so here is the Nucleus Nano. I wanted to talk with you about this, unbox it, and also talk to you about how it's helped me in my production and helped me kind of do some things that I couldn't do without it. So here is Nucleus Nano. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Everything is not in here, but everything is in the B-roll, so you'll be able to see it anyway. Unboxing this and letting you see what's inside. Basically, we have the plate missing and also the rail missing, and those two things go there. Those are on my camera over there, so I just forget about it. Over here, you have all the cords you need. You get a couple of RSS cords that help you hook up to things like your Ronin S, and then you have a couple of USB, micro USB to micro USBs to help you power. And what that helps you power is this gear over here. This gear right here basically connects to your rail. So the 15mm rail slides on there through this hole right here, and you lock it in place. Over here you have like an LCD screen, which is pretty nice. Shows you what's going on, shows you if it's calibrating, shows you that it's connected and on the right channel. You also have your USB port right here. This is where you open up, charge it. Well, you actually just power it through here. You don't actually charge it at all. This does not come with a separate battery, so it needs to be plugged in to a power source at all times. It's one thing that I wish they kind of didn't do. They gave me 2 batteries, but you know, this doesn't require a battery. You have to keep it powered. This connects to your lens, so you just mount it up there and connect it right to your gear, and then that will pull focus for you. Pretty darn cool actually to see this thing in action. Next up, we have the actual focus puller itself, and this thing is like really well built. So I was super surprised at how well built this was and how it just felt so smooth to pull focus with this. You can't tell how smooth it is by me doing it, but it feels so smooth. Now, from what I've heard, this isn't the best thing on the market, but for its price, it is something that's gonna get you to where you need to be. I like this thing because it has everything you need here. You have the record button, so you can link this up to your camera and actually start to record with it. It also has this little monitor right here that allow you to, I keep saying monitor, but it's a little screen, see if you're on the right channel, see if you're calibrating. Calibration button right here will trigger the gear to make sure that it calibrates to the focus distance. So it basically sees how long the pull is on the lens that you have on there, and it calibrates your focus pull to that distance, so it will start and stop at the right point. It's a little bit over 200 bucks to pick up this system, but I feel like it's well worth it. Now let's talk about like how and why I decided to pick this up. So I had a short film, actually 2 short films that I was working on. One was my buddy's, and he decided to have me on as like first AC, and I was just assisting him with everything he needed. And one of those things he needed was just me to help set up like things like follow focus and set up the camera just in the right positions and stuff like that. So that was my job. But there were some situations on that shoot where we knew that we needed someone to pull focus. For instance, we had a bike montage that they wanted to do. And in that bike montage, we were hanging out the back of the car. And of course, you can use autofocus, but when you're shooting a short film, you want to make sure that you don't have those random like focus in, focus out moments that you get with autofocus. It doesn't work 100% of the time. So having someone dedicated to pulling focus and also having someone dedicated to just holding the gimbal was super important for us. So we decided to pick this up, and this was a lifesaver for that. And also in other situations where you're just running the camera on a shoulder rig, you're trying to get a nice sequence, or maybe you're trying to move, maybe your actors are moving around the set. You want to make sure you have someone there to focus, make sure the focus is tack sharp and right where it needs to be. So those situations were super clutch for us. And in my short film, we didn't really use that much, but I found that I used it during my wedding videography. So I decided to go ahead and pick up some of these cinema glasses. So these are Rokinon cinema glasses. We actually need to talk about these, so we'll have a video about that. I actually wanted to run these on my Ronin, and the problem is because it's fully manual, everything is manual focus, manual, you know, declicked aperture, all that stuff. Like running it on the Ronin and not being able to touch it, really presents a problem, and that's where this kind of comes in. I can actually plug my Nano Nucleus up to this Ronin. There's actually ports right over here in the front, ports right here in the front that allow you to plug right into. And then there's also a RSS port right here on the side that allows you to plug into here as well. So you can power your Nucleus Nano straight off of here. So just plugging in the micro USB and then running it straight into the RSS is like super clutch, because you can just run this thing for hours and not have any problem. This battery lasts forever, as most of you may know if you have one of these. Also, I can just mount it right up here. The Nucleus Nano comes with a mounting plate that you can put it anywhere you need to, and this just slides right on here like that, and I just lock it in, and now I have another point of contact on here, and I also am able to pull focus with no problem at all. So I love it, man. It's been amazing for me. If you guys have any questions about the Nucleus Nano or just anything that I've talked about, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.